Alright, let me post the stream link here. We're about to get started with another Season 7 Cup game. This one is going to be a Phoenix Mirror. This is again for the top 16. And I believe these are the last two Phoenix players. Yeah, since Evan lost to Joe, these are the last two Phoenix players left in the Season 7 Cup. So one of them will be moving on to the round of top 8. And, ooh, we have different splashes. Okay, ooh. Interesting opening flips here. Travis is going to find 2 Keeper Initiates, and Tokeru finds two Forgotten Libraries and an Imperial Storehouse. So he's going to be able to draw a ton of cards. Yeah, just all the draw. And he even has a Naive Student, which is going to draw him another card when that leaves play. I have to say, I think I like Travis's opening better here. We actually see him bid 1, and Travis bids 5. So he figures since he's going to be drawing so many cards anyway, he can just bid 1 and take some honor. Once this Naive Student leaves play, he will have drawn the same number of cards. However, with Travis having 2 keepers here, and 2 pretty decent characters on the board, this might be a dangerous turn for Tokeru here. We'll see what happens. It looks like, which player is this? I believe Travis is on Dragon Splash, and then Tokeru is going to be on Scorpion Splash. He actually has 2 Forged Edicts, that's interesting. So Forged Edict will actually be his restricted card, and he has 3 Sentries as well, so he's playing some kind of Cancel Phoenix. Wow, and he has Kuroi Mori in the row as well. This is a wild Phoenix deck. I really like it. I'm not sure if I like these provinces though. So his province lineup is Before the Throne, Public Forum, Night Raid, Kuroi Mori, and Elemental Fury. Definitely some unorthodox choices there. We see Travis contesting the Earth Ring. It's going to get switched to the Void Ring, which is pretty good because that's not going to do anything for Travis here. Ooh, we see a Supernatural Storm. I guess he wants to break this? I'm not 100% sure why. Tokeru has 3 Assassination in the deck, so I would be a little bit worried about that, maybe even more than a little bit. But maybe he's going to save that for the Tsuki. The Void Ring will at least be removed from the table here, so Tokeru won't be able to void off one of these characters. I think I would have bid 5. I mean, I feel like I always say this. It depends on what he has in his hand. Ooh, he has a Fate Worse Than Death. So not exactly the target you want to use Fate Worse Than Death on. I think Travis is going to be happy with that trade there. But it will save that province from breaking. But yeah, so you've spent a Supernatural Storm, and then you use the Stronghold to use it again. And then you also lose 1 honor. So he's going to go pretty low on honor this turn. But getting one of the Fate Worse Than Deaths out is always good. There are only 2 of those. Ooh, 3 backhanded compliments. So this is like... It's like a weird kind of Dishonor Phoenix, I guess. But with the new Stronghold. Actually, wait, why does he have the new... No, he has the old Stronghold. What am I talking about? I literally have it highlighted and I was... Yeah. Ignore that. Yeah, so Dishonor Phoenix with the old Stronghold. We see a Court Games, Counter Court Games, finds Meditations, that's good. I think we'll see Tsuki attack back into Kuroi Mori with the water ring. Ooh, he gets the earth ring. That's gonna be 2 more honor down from Travis. So Travis is getting dangerously low on honor here. And he has to be worried about a display of power. Tokeru actually has 3 display of power in this deck. I mean, yeah, I think you just have to go water. If he stands up his naive student, then it's like, doesn't really matter. Ooh, Feral Ningyo is gonna break this. Wants to get rid of one of those libraries. If you have an assassination, you play it here, I think. Ooh, he has a Guardian Kami. That's pretty good. I mean, I don't know if it's pretty good, but it at least stops this break, potentially. Um, you're probably not going to trigger it unless you absolutely have to. It does mean display of power is now turned off, so Travis... well, display of power is turned off unless the Guardian Kami gets used, and he does actually use it. So I think that means he potentially does have the display of power, otherwise there's no reason to use it. You're just losing an honor. So I think we will see the display of power here. Yep, he does have it. And unfortunately for Travis, that means that tokeru will not only get the Imperial favor, but those Keeper Initiates will not get to come out here. So pretty good turn for tokeru overall. Although he did spend 8 fate playing 3 cards, which is kind of a lot. He also has no board to Atsuki going into next turn, down to fate. But Travis being at 4 honor is going to be painful here. I think he wants to find... It's unfortunate, actually, that the Solemn Scholar got discarded, because now he doesn't have a Scholar target for Tsuki. Kudaka's good. Uona's good, probably. Yeah, plays Uona. I think you might play Uona and Kudaka here. Wow, a Shiba Peacemaker. And he plays it with 1 fate. This Tokeru's deck is just insane. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a Phoenix deck quite like this. I mean, I guess it's working out for him. Ooh, he has pacifist philosopher in his deck as well. That card, personally, I don't agree with. I think it just doesn't generate enough fate to be worth playing. Three library, 3 storehouses. So he's really relying on these libraries and storehouses to draw cards, and he's just going to bid 1. So really lucky, actually, getting those 2 libraries on the first turn. So yeah, that's why Travis was trying so hard to break them. He knows that this is going to be Tokeru's draw power this game. If not for these libraries, he won't be able to draw very many cards. Asako Diplomat is potentially scary here, but you have Uona, so you can bow her. You can bow either one of these, actually. I think Travis has a lot of fate. He passed first there. I think that's good. So I think he hopes to have Shrine Maidens and Hurricane Punches. Let's see, his air cards are Hurricane Punch, Cloud the Mind, and then he has one Benton's Touch as well. We're seeing a Fire Ring here. Yeah, he's going to go Political Fire at Meditations. Going to play Cloud the Mind and bow her immediately. And there's the assassination. Looks like Travis is a little bit upset at Tokeru's luck here. But again, he does have 3 assassinations in the deck, so the chance of him getting one by now is pretty high. And he did get the bow off, so this firing will go off. If he dishonors Tsuki, she can potentially just honor herself again. So you might just honor one of your own characters, actually. I think that might be the better play. I think Travis is going to go... Ooh, he actually does dishonor Tsuki. Interesting. I think Travis is going to go Water Political at a face-down province. Maybe the other library. Pretty much all of these he's fine with hitting except for Elemental Fury. I think Night Raid is under the Stronghold. That's the only one that makes sense since Moray is in the row. Yeah, so he does go there, finds a public forum. That's good for both players, actually. It's a good one. It's good because Travis didn't find Elemental Fury, but it's also good because it means this Forgotten Library is not going to be going anywhere. So Tokeru doesn't have to worry about that. We see no defense. Ooh, if he has another display of power here, that would actually be insane. I think Travis just loses the game if he has it. Oh, he has it. Wow. Insane luck here from Tokeru. I mean, Travis doesn't lose immediately. This will probably mean you just go air, right? Back into meditations, probably. Yeah, he's just gonna go air. Okay, he has a Tattooed Wanderer. This is really good, actually. He can potentially actually win this conflict and not lose an honor. There's a For Shame, gonna dishonor. Stronghold gives him +2 glory. Place another Tattooed Wanderer, nice. Yeah, he's probably just going to pass his military conflict since this Peacemaker is here. And it does mean that Travis will have something of a board going into the next turn, as well as 4 honor once Suki leaves play. Tokeru will keep the favor. So if he flips Kanjo District, he's probably going to keep these libraries again, though. So you might consider discarding a library here just because, like, what if you flip Imperial Palace and Storehouse? Yeah, Travis's name is huge on the rings menu. It does that with some usernames. I think it might be that he has underscores in his name. Like certain characters might make it do that. I'm not sure. Yeah, he got 2 libraries on turn 1, and he's just kept them this whole game. Ooh, Tadaka's good. That's going to turn off, like, a lot of events here. The 4 province flip would definitely be really bad. He didn't get it, though. He gets Tsukune and Tsuki. So Travis just is going to play Tadaka, then pass. He doesn't have to worry about display of power. Okay, Tokeru does have Cloud the Mind in his deck, so if he wants to play a Cloud the Mind, he'll need to play Tsuki here. Otherwise, he can play Tsukune if he wants. But that would be most or all of his fate. Yeah, he is going to play Tsuki. I think that's correct. Forgotten Libraries. So, I mean, the game's not over yet. It's still looking kind of bad for Travis. But we'll see what he can do here with this Tadaka. If Tokeru hasn't seen any clouds, then that's really good. It's going to mean no Force Shame, no Display of Power, no Fate Worse Than Death, no Court Games. Ooh, he has it though. But Travis is going to have a Let Go, so pretty good. Is there a cancel here? Like I was saying earlier, ooh, yeah. We see Tsuki Dishonored, so yeah, this is going to be a Forged Edict on the Let Go. So, kind of expensive from Tokeru, but he is going to keep that Cloud. See if there, yep, another Let Go. Nice. And no cancel this time. Travis is on Dragon Splash, yeah. So Travis is running 3 Let Go, 3 Hurricane Punch, 2 Tattooed Wonder. Pretty similar to Evan's Splash. I think he had an Ancient Master in there somewhere. Yeah. A lot of cards spent from Travis. He only has 3 left, as Solars points out. Let's see what he can get done here. He would probably like to... He might actually go for an Earth Ring here. I feel like Earth is actually reasonable. But then what do you do? Do you do Tadaka Political? I think Tadaka Political is actually... It actually might be the correct play here. Okay, he is going to go military. That means this Peacemaker can defend with force skill. Depends on, Evan says, depends on if he has Against the Waves. Yeah, that's true. If he has Against the Waves, he'll just be able to ready Tadaka and defend, and then potentially even ready him again and attack a second time with the Stronghold. Well, actually, no, that would need to be during the conflict. Ooh, so the Earth Ring is going to go off, and it's going to hit a backhanded compliment. So only 2 of those left in the deck now. So Travis can go down to 3 honor and be safe. We're going to see Asako Diplomat attack here. He got the first break on Public Forum. Yeah, he won't be able to play any back. Yeah, Benjo Wu points out that while Tadaka's here, tokeru won't be able to play any more backhanded compliments. It's close to unwinnable for Travis 2 libraries. Yeah, the 2 libraries are really making this a tough game for Travis. What is this Diplomat gonna do? You go water, maybe? Tadaka is turning off a lot of events right now, which is really good. But only until he draws another Cloud the Mind. Yeah, Travis does have the better board state. Tsuki is going to be able to re-honor herself. Yeah, I think he'll go water here. Ooh, he doesn't have the mermaids in his deck, though. So that might be risky. Travis could have a mermaid in hand. We see Political Void, so he's just going to go for the Fate. And you're probably just fine with this as Travis. You defend with a Tattooed Wanderer. Shocking asks, what dogs do I have? We have 2 Havanese, 1 boy and 1 girl. One of them's a puppy, the other one's like 8 years old, 8 or 9. I apologize if the barking bothers anyone, but unfortunately it's gonna happen sometimes. Spies at Court. Yeah, Havanese are. I like small dogs personally. They're really cute. So Spies at Court is going to discard Court Games and Binten's Touch. Binten's Touch, probably don't care too much about. It looks like he does not have Against the Waves, though, which is unfortunate. He will be attacking water here with this Tattooed Wanderer. Yeah. That is what they do. Okay, no defense. Oh, wow. So he's just going to win that water ring. And that's pretty good for Travis. He's going to get his Keeper Initiates there. Yeah, Court Games would have traded for Spies, that's true, because he dishonored himself. And Binten's he can replay anyway. Like, it's not really a big deal, but at the same time it kind of is, because he goes down to 1 card, which is not great. But he's back up on board state pretty handily now, and he's going to get the favor this turn as well. He even has an Imperial Palace just in case he needs 3 more glory for some reason. Yeah, so Demagogue says Missive would be nice. Probably referring to the fact that Tokeru has 3 tattered missives in his deck, a card that you don't see too often. It's a 1 cost plus 1 political attachment attached to a courtier, bow attached character, search the top 5 cards of your conflict deck for a card, reveal it, and add it to your hand. So he could play one of those on Suki. Tsukune doesn't really stop that board, yeah. The 2 libraries are going to survive. Ooh, Kandra District is really big here. Big brain play, yeah. Big brains in chat. We do see Sukune get played. Kind of doesn't have a choice here. Kudaka with 4 fate. Wow. That's a lot of fate there. This Kudaka is not going anywhere. The biggest brain, yep. Do you play Uona too? Yeah, Palace and Kanjo is going to be really tough for Tokeru to deal with here. It might turn the game around. Oh yeah, I guess you don't play Uona because he has 2 uniques. You just save your fate. Yeah, makes sense that he, Evan says makes sense for fate on Kudaka. He really wants the air ring. Yeah, that's true. Waning hostilities. Man, this Phoenix deck just keeps surprising me. He has 3 waning hostilities, 2 contingency plans. Man, this deck is crazy. Yeah, forfeit so he doesn't care about void. Yeah, for sure. He is going to want to take the void ring off the table this turn because of Tsukune. So I think we might actually... Oh, man, this is actually kind of tough now because waning hostilities synergizes pretty well with Tsukune. It's going to mean that... Oh man, what do you do here? Yeah, contingency plan is just backhanded 4 to 6. That's true. So, if you go void here, you can kill Tsuki and save Tadaka, but then he gets to air ring you, which is bad. Yeah, he's not going to attack void. What I'm talking about is what Travis will choose on his attack. Because you only get 1 attack this turn. And if you don't take... I think basically it's between air and void. Whichever one you don't take, Sukune is going to take. Yeah, I think you kind of have to go air. But unfortunately, that does mean Tadaka will die. Travis is going to cloud the mind that Sukune, says Baron Fell. Yeah, that's possible. We've only seen him play 1 cloud the mind, but he only has 2 cards in hand. He might try to find it off a Kudaka draw. Tadaka will just leave. It's okay, says Demagogue. Yeah, I think you have to go air. I agree with that. You get 2 fate, a card, and 2 honor. That's like a lot. Tokeru just passes his conflict. Interesting. I might have attacked water there just to honor Tsuki. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah, so you just go air here. He's going to leave his keepers at home, so he... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so this guarantees that he keeps favor, I think. Guardian Kami has 0 glory. So yeah, I think he's guaranteed to keep favor here. Yeah, don't hit Kuroi Mori for sure. It looks like tokeru wanted to defend after all. Oh no, he accidentally played Guardian Kami at home. Uh, Meant to play it into the conflict, I guess. Although if he did, I'm not sure why he didn't just move it in. Maybe he's just not going to play it. Okay, he passes. We're going to see a clarity of purpose. This is unnecessary, right? Oh, no, it's not if there's a display of power. But he can't play display of power because Tadaka. Yeah, maybe he thought it had glory. I don't know why he played this clarity of purpose, actually. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 from the ring. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like, they just tie favor, right? Does anyone know? Maybe... Yeah, I'm not sure on that one. He is going to get the Earth Ring. He's going to gain 2 honor. He's going to use Kudaka. Ooh, and he finds... I wonder if he drew that Cloud the Mind on Kudaka. I think he had to have, right? But yeah, either way, really lucky draw there. That means this Tadaka is going to stay alive, which is huge for Travis. Yeah, Baron Fell called it. Tsukune is a cloud magnet, yeah, for sure. I mean, if you don't do that there, he gets Void on Tadaka and then Earth, probably. Or Fire, either one. Probably Earth. Oh, he could fire Tsukune, but Kancho's still there, so yeah, I would just Earth. Ooh. Pacifist Philosopher. This is definitely not what you want here. Yeah, I think Travis is in a pretty solid position at this point. Yeah, he's gonna play Pacifist Philosopher with 2 fate. Since he just has so much fate. The thing about Pacifist Philosopher also is that it has anti-synergy with waning hostilities. So, like, not only do I think it's a bad card, I think if you're running waning hostilities, it's even worse. So that's the one card in this deck that I really have to disagree with. Things will be interesting next turn without Tadaka. Yeah, that's true. Almost said Kudaka. Philosopher picks up Tattered Missive well, at least. Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, we haven't seen Tattered Missive yet. Philosopher is definitely a good target for that. But, yeah, I mean, you could say maybe that he just gets assassinated, but I guess if they're spending an assassinate on him, then you're fine with that. Plus, he has 5 cancels in the deck, so... So, unfortunately for Tokeru, there are currently a lot of cards in his deck that are pretty much dead. Like the 3 Censure are pretty dead. on this board. I don't think he's played any of those yet. Not to mention Tadaka making like most of his events dead. So fate counts are unreal. Yeah, 7 to 7 fate with these very large boards. Yeah, I think Tokeru just won't have that much in his hand that he can actually play here. Unless he finds a Cloud the Mind, maybe. We know he has the other Kami in his hand. But I'm not sure how much that will help here. We see Adept of the Waves grant Covert to Kudaka. Let's see, so what ring will he be going? Looks like he's going to go into Kuroi Mori. I think if you do this, you should go fire? No, water's probably fine. Yeah, so does he switch the ring? I think no matter what ring he switches here, you're just fine with it. Oh, water just for the covert, yeah. And if he swaps it, turns off Tsuki, yeah. I think if you switch rings, you should go to Void. I think that's the only one that's not just worse. He'll just swap conflict type. Swapping conflict type only reduces the skill by 1 though, so if he swaps non-air he gives Travis money, yeah, but I think Void is still better for you because it means Suki doesn't get bowed, he doesn't get his keepers, like that's pretty big, right? I think you should switch to Void actually, plus he has 8 Fade already. Turns off Clarity, yeah that's true. If switch conflict type, yeah. So switching conflict type could be fine. I still think you switch to Void though. I think that's just better. Guardian Kami now for Tadaka. Yeah, if he had the, yeah, he could have played the Guardian Kami first and bowed Tadaka and then switched the ring. We do see the Clarity of Purpose get played. And the province will break. Takes a fate off Sukune. Yeah, so I think he actually should have played the Guardian Kami on Tadaka there. Actually, Conjo District is live, so he could have just conjoed it. We're going to see a pass, and he gains a fate from the Philosopher. Not sure how much that will help him. Yeah, it's 2 actions to do it. You have to play the Kami and then use the ability. Well, yeah, he's not claritying Tadaka because he's not in the conflict. So yeah, you can still do it on him. But I think he would just conjo the Kami. Thinking about a water attack. He will... Yeah, he definitely won't mind having more board presence once this Tadaka leaves with the keepers. There are some pretty good rings on the table, though. There's a 2 Fate Fire ring, that's pretty big. Obviously, Air ring is always going to be good. But he is going to choose water, it looks like. Finds before the throne. I guess if you go air, then he can Guardian Kami you. I don't know. It's like he doesn't really want to break this, does he? Yeah, breaking this is actually pretty dangerous. Um, no defense, pass. Yeah, so he will break before the throne. And that will bring him down to 3 honor. Here come the keepers. Actually, not sure why Tokeru didn't defend with Tsuki there. I guess if you do, then he just readies Adept, but still, you don't lose the honor. Yeah, he could have controed himself there, but he chose not to. Yeah, back to being pretty close. I would have definitely considered conjuring myself, but I don't think you actually would do it. There are 2 backhanded compliments, and of course he could just flip another Tadaka next turn. Yeah, Tsukune is still clouded, so yeah, Tokeru can't win this conflict. Can't get the favor either. You probably just attack fire for the fate, although you have to go into a face-down province if you do. So we'll see if he wants to do that. Or you could just go into meditations with the philosopher, I guess. You don't really care if a fate gets removed for him. You don't really need the fate either, though. See what he decides to do. I think you go at meditations, yeah, political fire meditations, and then you just defend this with Kudaka. Probably. Yeah. And then there's no way Travis doesn't get favor. Yeah, so there are 2 backhanded compliments and 2 contingency plans in Tokeru's deck. So if he has 2 backhanded compliments and a contingency plan, and Travis doesn't draw another Tadaka, then he just wins the game. Conjo stops the play. Oh yeah, the Guardian Kami play would be stopped. He would just Conjo the Guardian Kami. Ooh, he finds Tadaka, the biggest brain. Travis is not on Century, no. Yep, so Tadaka 3 Fate. We see a Meddling Mediator and a Mia Mystic. A lot of alliteration there. Yeah, a lot of fair cards for Travis. I mean, Tokeru is playing the same clan. How many clouds have been played? Only 1 cloud. So yeah, if he has a cloud, well, he can't play. No, he can play contingency plan because he hasn't played one yet. So if he has a cloud, then Travis needs to let go. They both bid 1. I think if you have contingency plan, you probably play it here because that's the only way you win. Unless you don't have the backhanded compliments. Yeah, so it doesn't play it. Who needs Century when you have Tadaka and 2 let goes? Yep. There's a... Ooh, the first Tattered Missive is going to come down on the Meddling Mediator. So he's going to go ahead and look for a card here. Finds another tattered missive, okay. Yeah, he has 10 cards in hand. Is he gonna play? Yeah, he's gonna play the other one on the Philosopher and look for another card here. Why on Mediator over Pacifist? Probably just because she has 2 Fate, so it'll stick around for multiple turns. Yeah. See what he finds here. If he's gonna win this game, though, he has to Cloud Tadaka, and even then, couldn't Travis have just played Atsuko, I think is who you're referring to. No Cloud the Mind in 11. Yeah, so it looks like he didn't find the Cloud. It's unfortunate. Yeah, he could have played Atsuko. I don't think you're going to be attacking Void, though, so I think Solemn Scholar's better. Because Earth Ring is very likely to be contested this phase, whereas the Void Ring is not. Plus, it leaves you with a lot of fate left. He is going to find a backhanded complement, but again, that is useless unless he can find a Cloud. If he played Atsuko, he could lose to contingency plus 2 backhand. Well, I think he meant play Atsuko in addition to Tadaka, because he still has 5 fate left. He could have not played the Solemn Scholar and played Atsuko with a couple fate. But yeah, I think Solemn Scholar is the better play here. Yeah, he had 15 fate at the beginning of the turn, so plenty of fate if he wanted to play her. Scholar plus Atsuko seems better. Scholar without fate. Yeah, you could do that. But again, then you would only have like 1 fate left. Tadaka is single-handedly denying Dishonor victory, yeah. So Travis is definitely going to want to go air here. Let's see, tokeru has the first conflict. What is he going to attack? I think you just have to attack air, right? Like, that's the only way. Because if Travis gets air, then there's just no way you win, right? Yeah, we know he has 1 backhanded compliment that he found off of a tattered missive. He could have the other one as well. And maybe a contingency plan. Ooh, wow, he's going to go all in Earth. I don't like this. I think this just loses. Because, like, you lose. I mean, I guess because you have the 2 Solemn Scholars, and since you're going all in, Travis is Solemn Scholar. He has to win Earth, otherwise he just dies. Yeah, I guess if he wins Earth, then he gets to play cards. But I don't think he can win it. Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of like, I think it just comes down to Travis is just going to win any conflict this turn. Hurricane Punch. Yeah, because Travis can play cards, tokeru can't. So I don't think there's anything tokeru can really do. Display power airing. I mean, that would be nice if he could do it, but Tadaka is turning display power off. Where's the last point of dishonor coming from? He would have had to play a contingency plan, or he could play a contingency plan next turn. Guardian airing, yeah, I guess. But he did not win the Earth Ring, so... Okay, Travis going to Scout Night Raid. I was thinking if he won Earth... Yeah, if he won Earth and had 2 backhanded compliments and Guardianed an air ring, then he could win. But again, I think there's just no way he wins Earth. Gonna discard Let Go. Wow. And we're gonna see the second conflict here. I think this just breaks. You have political left. It's gonna actually go air. Conjure just turns off Kami. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think this is just game. There's the Kami, there's the Kanjo. And that was... I think that was his last Kami. He only has 2. So yeah, I don't think there's any other card here that tokeru could play, unless he has a Cloud the Mind, which we're pretty sure he doesn't. So yep, that's going to be a pass. And Travis will win the game. Yep. Yeah, pretty nice turnaround that game. Tadaka is definitely a good card. Yeah, so well played by both players. Tokeru had a lot of luck early in the game. Let's see, he had another display, court games, fate worse than death, 2 backhanded, contingency. Yeah, so he had the cards. Just couldn't find a Cloud the Mind. Yeah, he had pretty good luck in the early game, but Travis was able to turn it around. Clouding Tsukune was pretty huge. I think if he didn't draw that cloud for Tsukune, I think he might not have been able to bring it back. Yeah, or even if Travis just didn't draw the second Tadaka. Yeah, he got pretty lucky there. Yeah, I think spending the Fate Worse Than Death, that was one thing I was saying at the beginning of the game. He ended up spending a Fate Worse Than Death on a Solemn Scholar. It did remove a Fate, but that's definitely not something you want to have to do. If he had drawn an Assassinate, that would have been a much better card to play there. And just save the Fate Worse Than Death for Tadaka. But yeah, Travis is going to win that game, so he will move on to the top 8. And he is the last Phoenix player in the Season 7 Cup. The only clan that's been knocked out so far, I think, is Unicorn. Lion only has 1 left. Phoenix only has 1 left now. Yeah, either assassinate or just let that conflict go through, but I think playing the Fate Worse Than Death there was probably a mistake. Yeah, the Dishonor Phoenix deck can be kind of scary, actually. Gotta watch out for that. Yeah, no problem. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this game. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.